I've watched brilliant people destroy themselves trying to build something great whilst fighting a war. Conversely, I've watched average people build empires because someone believed in them when no one else did. After building multiple businesses while raising 4 children, I can tell you this with certainty. Your choice of partner isn't just important, it's the variable that determines whether you rise or fail. Welcome to episode 6 of Amit's Leadership Compass. I'm Amit, and I've spent the last 19 years building obstacle practices, raising a family, and learning what separates leaders who thrive from those who don't. The topic was sparked by something Stephen Bartlett posted about partner selection, but what I'm sharing comes from my own lived experiences. So let's get into it. Let me tell you about my first date with my wife, Gayatri. It was a blind date. I had no idea what to expect. But from the moment I saw her, something shifted. In our conversation that evening, she unknowingly revealed what a beautiful, kind-hearted soul she is. And in that moment, something inside me just knew, this is the person I want to build a life with. That may sound dramatic, I know, but here's what I've learned after 19 years of marriage and being blessed with 4 children, that my instinct was right. Not because of either are perfect, God, we bicker like cats and dogs sometimes, but because as a couple we perfectly complement each other. She really has been my North Star, guiding me and supporting me through the journey that is life and keeping me on track when I veer off course. Looking back, I can see 3 patterns that have made all the difference. 3 things that distinguish partnerships that fuel you from partnerships that can drain you. And these same 3 patterns show up in every meaningful partnership I've had, including my business partner, Lynn, who I affectionately call my work wife. So what was the first pattern? The belief amplifier. So does this person see potential in you that you can't see in yourself? Gayatri has been exactly this for me. When I first opened my franchise optical practice at 26, just months after we married, I was terrified. I was young, inexperienced, and had taken on a massive bank of mum and dad loan and had the responsibility that goes with that. She never once questioned whether I could do it. She saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. And when you're building something from nothing, that kind of belief is like oxygen. So here's what to look for. When you talk about your biggest ambitions, the ones that scare you, does your partner lean in or pull back? Do they get excited or do they subtly roll their eyes? Do they ask questions that open possibilities or questions that close them down? My business partner Lynn does exactly the same thing. When I float a new idea, even the crazy ones, once we've done our due diligence, her instinct is, let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? That entrepreneurial spirit, that willingness to believe, is like rocket fuel. Most people have partners who drain their belief, not amplify it. Most people have partners who drain their belief, not amplify it. That's the difference between building empires or having water thrown in your fire to succeed. The second pattern I'll say is called the reality anchor. Now, this may seem contradictory, so bear with me. So the right partner doesn't believe in you blindly. They also keep you grounded when you need it. Gayatri sees me at my absolute worst. She knows when I'm lying to myself, when I'm saying I'm fine and I'm not. She'll call me out when I'm being unrealistic or when my ego is getting in the way. And because I know she fundamentally believes in me, I can actually hear the feedback without getting defensive. Luckily, Lynn does this too. We're constantly sense checking each other during our very long car journeys between practices. She'll challenge my thinking, she'll point out blind spots, but it never feels like doubt. Here's what to look for. Can your partner tell you hard truths without destroying your confidence? Can they celebrate your wins without inflating your ego? Do they make you better or just make you feel better? There's a big difference. The wrong partner either believes everything you say, which is dangerous, or believes nothing you say, which is soul destroying. While the right partner knows the difference between supporting your vision and supporting your delusions. God, I've had loads of them in my time. The third pattern I say is what I call the resilience multiplier. Life has a habit of knocking you down, smacking you in the face repeatedly. The question is, does your partner make you more resilient or less? I've had many major setbacks in my life, business decisions that didn't pan out, moments of serious doubt, self-doubt, times when I've questioned everything. But in those moments, Gayatri doesn't try to fix it or minimize it. She just makes the choppy waters feel a little bit calmer. She reminds me who I am when I forget. The same with Lynn. When things get tough in business, we don't spiral separately. We problem solve together. We don't amplify each other's panic, we cut through it. Here's what to look for when you fail. And remember, as I said in previous podcasts, FAIL is an acronym for First Attempt Initial Learning. Does your partner make the failure feel heavier or lighter? Do they help you recover faster or slower? Do you come out of tough times closer or more distant? I have friends in my social circles who have the opposite experience. Every setback feels like a referendum on their worth. Every risk becomes ammunition in an argument, and every failure gets thrown back in their face months or years later. Fortunately, these people carry an invisible weight that makes everything that little bit harder, actually a lot harder. So why does this matter? Success at anything meaningful is genuinely hard, but when you have the right partner at home or at work, hopefully both, it becomes possible. Not easy, but possible. And unfortunately, when you have the wrong partner, or worse, an actively undermining partner, even small wins can feel hollow because you're constantly fighting on two fronts. I've seen this pattern play out dozens of times. People with supportive partners move faster, take smarter risks, recover quickly from failure, and compound their growth, while the people without plateau just fizzle out. It's not about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone who demonstrates these three patterns consistently over time. I'd love to hear from you. Who's been your North Star? Drop a comment with their name and one specific moment when they believed in you when you couldn't believe in yourself. And if you haven't told them lately, tag them, tell them, let them know the impact that they've had in your life. Because people like that are rare and they deserve to know what they mean to you. If this episode resonated with you, please do like, subscribe, share with someone who needs to hear it. Stephen Bartlett's original LinkedIn post inspired this reflection, and I'll drop the link in the comments if you want to read his perspective too. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep navigating your leadership compass.